All right, we're live. Hail the Arch Village. Welcome to Arch City Comics. I am Adam AF. Joining me tonight, we have Chimera closing out his wonderful campaign, SOS Onslaught.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. We're also joined by his first artist, the one who drew the first SOS book, this one right here, this beautiful piece of work, Mr. Cadalis.
Hola.
Oh, yeah. And last but certainly not least, we've got the man, Ace.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me on.
Hail, Ace. Good to have you here, man. So, yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. We have, I think, T-minus 6 hours left on this wonderful Onslaught graphic novel. It is fully funded, so this book is definitely getting made. But we're going to try to get as many more backers as we can before this goes in demand. What is your plan? Because I think I just seen the other day, Chimera, that you're ready.
Yeah, I ordered the proof copy, but I decided to have some revisions to it. So probably early July, because I want to have some remastered colors on Volume 1 as something kind of nice to give to the backers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, we got Dillard Draws in the chat. He says, what is this? This is the closeout for SOS Onslaught. Thank you for joining us, Dillard. Hail, bro.
Yep.
So that's awesome. So you're going to have a quick turnaround then.
Yeah, it went faster than I thought. It's black and white, so, art's quicker to make. And yeah, we didn't hit the $7,000 stretch goal in the time I needed, because I would have had it colored, but I didn't want the stretch goal to go on forever, because if I hit the stretch goal in August, it would take forever to get the book colored.
Well, yeah, we were. I was just talking with Ben Fuse this morning about that. That you got to set these campaigns up in a certain way. If you do have a stretch goal like that, you either have to cut it off or set your shipping date like way out in advance in case you do hit it, and it gives you that buffer so you're not like 6 months late on your campaign.
Yeah.
Dillard says, ooh, a telethon marathon extravaganza. Yes, sir. That is exactly what this is. We also have Panboy, Lando, Soychild, Dong Lover, dropping links, man. Hail, bro. Hail Pan.
Panboy. Hashtag free Pan.
Free Pan. My God, free Pan.
Or at least donate to his prison fund.
Yeah, let me know where to send any kind of commissary donations. If you need like cigarettes or anything like that, to trade.
I need a postal code or something so I can send him my sheep, my lucky sheep. How do we get to a Spanish public high school? It's pretty much the same thing.
He says, suck off your overlords.
No, thank you.
Hail. We got Mitchell in the chat as well. Hail, Mitchell. What's up, man? Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Please share the link out if you can. Let's get some more people in here. As Dillard so eloquently put it, we are having a telethon marathon extravaganza in honor of the closeout of SOS Onslaught that has just under 6 hours left. It is closing at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this evening. We got Mr. Yonafui. Hail, bro. He says, is it you, Adam? You look more and more like Kororo. I don't know who Kororo is.
I don't know, but it sounds funny for some reason.
Kororo.
It's like the Super Saiyan form of Roro.
That's kind of what I was thinking, actually. If it was some super powered form of the Gaylord, which I'll take that. Absolutely.
For some reason, I envision it as some kind of hentai tentacle monster.
I'll take that. I'll take that as well.
Several men at the same time.
That'd be an honor.
That's going to be Canales' next project.
Yeah, for real though.
Spoilers.
I want someone to commission me with like a hentai comic book or something.
Dude, Canales, as soon as you're free, man, we gotta.
Are you even free, Canales? Like,
I am not. I keep getting commissions and I keep getting offers, and I'm like, I think I'm going to be overworked until 2022. I don't know, something like that. It's crazy.
Oh, at least. Because the book that I want to work with you on is definitely, I think it'd be right up your alley if you want to do some tentacle weird shit, man.
Mm. You know how to tickle my fancy.
I do. Pan says Kororo is Rokabir's gayest form. I am the white Roro. That's my mustache is definitely, I think it's superseded his.
It's a supreme mustache of manliness.
Well, thank you very much. I've been working very hard on it. And actually, I just got some new wax for Father's Day, and it's just it lets me form it up into just a wonderful curl. I love it.
Have you tried like bending bars at the local fair? Because I think you only need a mustache in able to do that.
Really, I haven't tried that yet. Actually,
Yeah, no,
I might have to give that a go.
Yeah, it's not a matter of strength or training or anything like that. It's just the mustache. Everyone knows it. This
I
is the
have
side.
noticed that I've been able to lift weight much heavier than what I could normally lift, and I haven't
There you
been
go.
working out at all. I've just been like bench pressing massive like 2x12s, like 20-foot 2x12s.
That's so manly.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it's a
could
shame.
I could feel my T rising.
Yeah, it's a shame COVID happened, or beer virus happened, because I was just getting into shape at the gym, like literally, and then the next week, they
And then
all-
boom, not anymore.
yeah, I'm a fat fuck now. Because they can deliver, you can order stuff through Postmates, so now I don't need to go out to get food. I can just have it delivered to my house, and now I'm getting fat.
I've put on a couple pounds since this all started. I could definitely say that. We got Eric Calamari in the chat. What's up, guys? Hail SOS. We also have Prick13. Hail Prick13. Long time no see. Hail, hail.
Hey,
We got CG Yakuza is here as well. Pan is Ro's gayest simp. Pan says LOL stalker.
Okay.
I guess Yakuza's just been following Pan around. That's something. All right. Well, back to Onslaught. Let's give us the rundown. What is going on with this wild ass book?
Sure. So it's a 66-page graphic novel. It follows the vigilante, who is kind of a minor character in SOS Volume 1. And it takes place 25 years before the main series. So Vigilante teams up with the middle brother, Carnage, as they take on a disfigured mob boss and the supernatural assassins he's hired. And cover is a painting by Simon Bisley.
Yeah, and that's fucking dope too. You got Bisley cover, and then like right afterwards, like he was copying off you. Phil Diaz also got Bisley to do a cover for him.
Yep.
Weird, huh? Weird how that works. Hey, Dillard Dross is just back to number 105. Good luck on the closeout, cock out, freehole extravaganza. Hail, Dillard.
Thank
you, brother.
I have no idea what you just said at the end.
All right, we need to hit refresh already, I guess. 35, 48, 102 backers. Excellent. Hell yeah. So this looks good. I really did. I got my copy of the first SOS right here. I loved this book. It was one of my favorite books that's come out of CG so far.
Awesome.
Action-packed, entertaining from start to finish. I love your sense of humor. And I have a feeling that this is just right along the same lines, because the preview pages that you have up has this terrifying looking what's his name?
Pumpkin Face.
Pumpkin Face. I always want to call him like Clown Face because it's kind of clownish, but Pumpkin Face, I can see it meshes well with the nose and the freaky mouth and shit.
Yep.
And this line that he says right here, he sliced off my nose too. I can't even snort coke now. No, you can actually just kind of pour it right in that hole. I think
But that's
dump-
the
just
human
dump it
drama. That's the human drama that always sells a good comic. You know,
You
how
think
is
so?
he going to snort coke without a nose? And everyone's like, "Oh man, I now need to read this thing."
Well, I also wanted to expand the universe because it's not just demons they fight; they also fight human criminals, mobsters, and then in Volume 2, they're going to fight aliens. So they pretty much just fight everything.
Sweet, and they're sort of good at it. Like,
That's debatable.
yeah, like they get the job done, but not in the most efficient way.
Yeah, like in Ghostbusters, when they take care of the giant marshmallow man, New York is covered in it.
Yeah, you know, that's pretty close comparison, I think.
Yeah, they saved the day, but they fucked it up.
Well-fed Buser 1 says, "Cool story, Chimera."
Couldn't tell.
Panboy says, "CG Yakuza is a lesbian and a dog." We got some hails from Prick 13. He says, "Hail Cadalis."
Hail, Brick 13.
Aaron Calamari says, "This is way funnier and more entertaining than Cash Grab."
I don't know about that, but you're definitely going to get your book.
Hail to getting a book.
Yeah. I don't know, because I mean, it is highly entertaining, but I haven't read Cash Grab, so I can't confirm nor deny what Aaron is saying. Dillard says, "I would have backed at a higher tier, but the love for Vin Diesel in this room is palpable. Disgusting." Dillard really does not like Vin Diesel whatsoever.
What's there not to like about Vin Diesel?
Well, according to Dillard, everything.
I like Diesel. He's
Like
like an
a-
extremely muscled penis.
Look, Dillard was somehow right. Like he could literally feel the love for Vin Diesel in this room.
About to say he's never seen Triple X then.
Was that Bloodshot movie any good? I never saw it.
I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen any like new movies
The world just
or
ended
anything.
when I was about to watch it, and I never felt the need to go back to it.
I don't know. I'd give it a go. I always liked Bloodshot. He's a cool character. Seems like they changed him quite a bit in the movie, at least like ostensively. Like he looks a lot different than what the comics do. But
is Valiant Comics still around, or did Heather Antos destroy that completely?
Well, they're not bankrupt, but I'm pretty sure yes, Heather has destroyed it completely.
Jeez.
They were doing so good too. Like they did their reboot. They brought all these characters back and gave them all kind of like fresh starts, and everything was going really well. And then for some reason, they decided to hire an editor who has no real editorial skills, and everything just went to shit after that.
I really hope
I
that.
can think of a couple of reasons myself, but I'm a filthy degenerate,
Yeah.
Well,
hopefully that roast beef pussy was worth it. Jeez.
Look, you can't blame a desperate guy for wanting a work girlfriend. It's totally understandable.
I have to disagree here, Ace.
I mean, come on, none of
Maybe I should have changed my voice a little more for you to catch that statement.
I'm just going to say none of us here look like Mark Waid or Joe Quesada, so I'm not going to judge. If I look like that, maybe I would be so desperate so as to do something like that.
I don't know. I've never seen Chimera's face, so I can only assume he doesn't look like Mark Waid or Joe Quesada.
I mean, you're looking at it right now.
That's actually how he looks like.
That is what he looks like? He looks like the soy version of Lionel?
3D. He's like that chapter from Twilight Zone, the movie, with the real cartoons. That's actually how he looks like. It's pretty nightmarish.
And we got Sheila Allen in the chat. Hail, she says, kick Chimera.
Hey, Sheila.
Dillard says, with real men like The Rock making action movies, Vin needs to take his no gains having dad bod to the unemployment line. Savage.
I think the last Vin Diesel movie I saw was with my dad. I think it was called The Pacifier or whatever. That came out like 15 years ago.
Lord. That's if there is such thing as the worst Vin Diesel movie ever, it's probably The Pacifier. Without a doubt. So, back to Onslaught. Since it's I've kind of got the screen sitting here on this wonderful original art Bisley cover that you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
I'm surprised that this has not been scooped up yet. I mean, Simon Bisley is an amazing artist. He's a hella popular artist. And this isn't just like an 11 by 17 cover, is it?
No, it's a huge painting.
It's a huge painting.
Yep.
Huge.
I think by 16 by 24, maybe.
That's huge. It's huge.
Just
that is crazy. That'd be awesome to hang up on the wall.
All right, hang on. My dog is trying to kill me right now.
Oh, okay. So we might have a murder live on air.
Yeah.
Fight to the death between Chimera and Chimera's pup, Bruce.
Also known as Satan.
Also known as Satan.
And I just wanna say that I'm glad that Simon Bisley isn't a complete ideological lunatic like so many people in comic book industry.
Right?
You know, that he just appreciates the opportunity to work and make money. That speaks volumes for his character.
Yeah, I think so too. Talking with Phil Diaz about the Lost Pages, and he's got the limited tier of you can actually get Bisley's autograph. I guess he asked Simon the Biz if he would be willing to do that, to sign some of these books, and he was like, maybe. I gotta read the stuff first, because I can't just be putting my autograph stamp of approval on anything. So Phil was like really nervous, like, oh God, I gotta present this story to him and hope to God that he loves it. And obviously he did. He thought it was a great concept, great story, and he decided to do that limited run of Bisley signatures. But yeah, to see him, working with known CGers and just being like, yeah, fuck the industry. These guys know what they're doing. I'm behind them. I'll work with them. I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. In a year full of shit, that was a little gold nugget to find.
I agree. I definitely agree. Mr. Yanafui says, hey, Panboy, Lando, Soychild, Dong Lover, why don't you love me? I'm curious to hear the answer to this. All right. So while we wait for that answer, what other tiers do we have available here? Oh yeah, this one. This gorgeous pinup. It's on this page, isn't it? The full version? No? What? I thought it was on here. Chimera, what are you doing?
It should be. I sent him a high-res version for it.
Is it in updates? Ooh, that looks good too.
Yeah, that does look good.
Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, God.
Sorry for the delay. I gave him a chew toy, and then he starts chewing on my feet, and now he's.
Oh well. Live flesh is much better. That's what I was looking for. Okay.
Yep.
This beautiful Canales pinup.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, that's the Countess.
I'm terrified and aroused at the same time.
Well, that means I successfully managed to make people participate in what it's like to be around Basque women.
Now I'm intrigued. Maybe I need a Basque woman in my life.
It's pretty much like that scene in the in Dracula and Bram Stoker's Dracula with the sexy women threesome. It's kind of sexy, but
Oh,
they're gonna tear you to pieces eventually.
okay. I'm just even more intrigued now. So you could get this amazing pinup and the book for only $25. And I assume, Chimera, that you're taking the same approach to printing and shipping as you did on the first campaign.
Yep, Kablam will do the printing and fulfillment.
So I can expect this to also come in a very nice, sturdy Gemini mailer.
Yep, indestructible.
Excellent. Man, those things they're the best. Those things are just fucking top notch.
I was hoping you would tape it to cardboard and send it my way.
Well, maybe he would for you.
Maybe when he gets to 6 figures.
And get to 6 figures and just send it taped to some cardboard.
Yeah, just tape it together, send it out.
Why do I feel like
it worked for me?
Why do I feel like I've seen that lately on a campaign?
Yes, Adam.
Huh.
You might have.
I feel like I seen an unboxing video of a book that was a 6-figure campaign, not from a CGer though, but it was a 6-figure campaign that was just a book taped inside of some cardboard. That's just it might come to me later. Maybe if I don't think about it, it'll jump out to me. So anyhow, $20 gets you. You get the one physical copy. You can go cheap digital.
Yep.
Cheap digital, $10, not bad. Then you got the featured. You can get volume 1. This one right here. This beautiful book. If you missed out on it, this is the perk for you.
If you missed out, shame on you.
Yeah, that's by Kim Jacinto from Marvel. And this will probably be the exclusive Indiegogo version, because if I ever sell it direct to market or direct to consumer, it'll probably be a different cover.
So which one's the Jacinto cover?
The purplish one. The one that you have and on the screen.
Oh, this one is?
Yep.
Oh, why was I thinking
Mirrorball.
I guess I was thinking that was the Mirrorball one.
No, he did the one that's kind of grayish.
Oh yeah, the perspective was a little bit different. It was like on a downward angle.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have fucked up in my review video then, because I think I said that I had the Mirrorball cover. Oh well. I'm not changing it now. I do. I actually I love this cover. I love the colors on it, the composition. It's fucking gorgeous, man.
Yeah. And Jacinto agreed to do the volume 2 cover. That's getting done right now.
Sweet.
Yep.
You still got I assume you still have Canales toiling away.
Yeah, he agreed to do a couple pages for my newsletter. So
Chimera has decided that he can part ways with me, and he keeps mailing me stuff every day. I can blame him. I mean, I'm fascinating like that.
Well, it's smart. Once you got Canales locked down, you can't let him go.
Nope.
I mean, there's a reason why he was chained in you boy Zach's basement for so long.
How many books are you doing, Canales? Like 3 right now?
Yeah, I'm working on Johnny's Law. I'm about to finish it actually. I just sent Alex page 40 or 50. Oh. I'm also drawing the secret project. I can say what it is because the guy who hired me doesn't want anything to be known for now. And I'm also drawing more lethal for Aaron Calimeri every now and then, and also fixing stuff for Chimera.
Yep.
Yeah, Molito looks great.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty honored to be doing the letters on that project. To be putting words over the top of Canales' gorgeous artwork is truly an honor.
Yeah, man, this
It's a-
secret project also sounds really interesting. We'll have to
Oh, it is. It is.
talk about it one of these days.
Yeah, I'm actually having a lot of fun working on that. It's you know, I really like working on Johnny's Love, but that's the more realistic comic that I'm making. And the other two are more over the top and super heroic and violent and whatnot. And those are like my coffee breaks. And I will stop working, and Johnny's like, "Hey, let's go work on something over the top with monsters and whatnot." And I'll go back to working on those. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Yep. Volume 2 should be should have that out at the end of August, if not early September. And then we'll probably fulfill SOS Volume 2 next year in February or March.
Man, you got a steady supply of books coming out, man. That's great. It's awesome to see.
And I'm working on a manga. I sent Canales the scripts. He liked it. So that'll be out sometime in the future.
You see Vic's comment.
I'm going through here. We had Yonafui says, "Debate me." Pan says, "Hail Yonafui." Aaron wants to know whose book was taped to cardboard. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't think of it right now. Sheila Allen says, "You could send it out like a catalog, like Jeff of World Class Bullshitters." That's always an option. Yep, just stamp the address right there on the back cover. We got Buddy Lord in the chat. What's up, people? What's up, Buddy Lord? Mr. Yanafui wants to know why Pan doesn't follow him on Twitter. We got Lenore Tube. Secret project equals much intrigue. Hail, Lenore. Thank you for joining us. Yes, I am very intrigued. We got Vic King. The Womans are gushing over CG men morphed into chick pics.
Oh,
Gross face. This is way better. What?
Yes.
yeah, I've seen that.
What? Is there something going on that I don't know about?
Yes,
I feel like we did this months and months ago. Well, at least we did in the war campaign chats where we morphed all of. We did like Doug TenNapel and Tim Lim. They got morphed into chicks. Nasser got morphed into a chick who's pretty hot as a girl, I gotta say. Then of course we did tons of each other. Like CDK, dude. CDK as a woman is smoking hot.
I saw Canales as a woman on Facebook. It was fucking horrifying.
I seen that. That was Canales. You're definitely much more handsome as a man.
Yeah.
I decided that I'm not going to become trans any day soon. I think I'm trapped in my inferior masculine form. I'm sorry, SJWs.
Well, the face app is supposed to make you actually look like a woman. How do you look like a trans person in a face app that's supposed to make you look like a woman?
I guess it's like another thing, you know. That's how manly we are. Not even a face app can deter our manliness.
Yeah, some things just shouldn't be seen. Sheila Allen says, "I made John Malin as a woman months ago. Super hot." I missed that one.
Too big of a chin.
Think so?
Yeah, I saw it.
But he's got such a round face.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, I'm unfollowing everybody who's posting those pics. So, you know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to think that this guy would be hot as a girl. I would totally ban Richard C. Meyer if he was a girl.
Have you seen Kyle Ritters?
Yes, Kylie's adorable as a girl.
No, he's
I want to pinch his cheeks or her cheeks.
His or her cheeks.
You know who looks really hot? Kami Mark.
Right?
Ooh, I bet.
He looks like Anne Hathaway.
Oh. See, I had when I tried the face swap thing, it didn't like my beard. It didn't know what to do with it. It kind of freaked out.
Yeah, I tested. I don't know whether it's the same face app, but I used one on Snapchat. I looked basically the same, just with long hair.
Chimera's like, I don't see anything different.
I know. It's like androgynous or whatever.
Yeah. Yonafui says, I transform you, Canalis, in the Latin chat. Search for it.
Oh, will I be able to survive that experience?
I hope so. We need you to continue drawing books. Lenore says he is too manly for face app. That is true. That's talking about you, Canalis. Buddy Lord says Josh the animator makes a good looking chick. I think I've seen his, and I think I have to disagree with you.
No. I agree with Buddy. Josh is a total Chad as a guy, and she's also a total Becky, I think, as a woman. She's like
It's a total Becky. Is that the right term?
I'm familiar with English.
I really don't know. I have no idea if that's what you call them. Aaron says cider hype was it? Seriously, I guess everybody's doing this now. I swear to God, we did this months ago. Everybody's just behind the curve like usual. Panboy says Malin makes himself a woman. Ooh. Vic King says Hail Panel, a great book. SOS, congrats, guys. Yes.
Thanks.
Make sure you guys do me a favor, share this stream out, share the link to Onslaught out. Let's push this as far as we can go in the next 5 hours to see if we can't crack that 4K line. That's what I'd like to see. I'd really like to see somebody buy the Bisley cover and give this campaign a real nice boost.
Yeah, Phil. What are you up to? Stop slacking and buy the Bisley cover.
Yeah, come on, you pay pigs. Get with it.
Yeah, Phil's
you want it. You know you want it. You've made enough on our Lost Pages. You can splurge.
Yeah, the Lost Pages cover is like $5,000 on the campaign.
That's because I don't think he actually wants anybody to buy it. I think he's putting it up to like, oh, it's for sale. But I think he'd be really sad actually if somebody. Well, maybe not. I mean, $5,000's $5,000. But I still think he'd die a little inside if he had to get rid of that.
I think he'd get all passive aggressive in a feminine way. If someone actually tried to buy the cover.
Do you think he'd pull the tier down?
Probably. You know, Phil, he used the app and he actually didn't look too bad. I think someone put him in the A category on a scale from S to D.
What kind of category goes S to D?
No idea. Kami Mark put up one. It went from S, A, B, C, D, and Phil was in A. So
S.
The future is going to be weird.
I don't understand half the shit that Kami does, but it's still funny to me.
Well, the future is going to be weird because now men can pose as women. There's going to be robot sex dolls. Like, dating is going to be really weird. Everyone is a trend.
Is this what we have to look forward to in like 2030?
More like 2021.
Oh shit, it's that close?
Yeah.
Oh fuck me, man.
This is the Blade Runner future.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Instead of cool shit, you have this.
You know, I said on Twitter recently that I have this clear recollection as a kid of telling my parents, you know, if the future is going to be like in Blade Runner, I don't want to live in it. And turns out it's even worse. Really even have like flying cars and human robots.
Where's my flying car at, man? Where's my true hoverboard?
Well,
like, where's the shit we were actually promised?
Well, we do have robots, Canalis. You can just fuck them. What's the problem?
Yeah, you got a point. But, you know, I'd rather have, like, actual sentient robots instead of, like, I don't know, fatties for fascism or fatties against fascism, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like 1984 shit.
That's to Judge Dredd minus the cold shit from the
There's no mutants. There's no walled off mega city. It's just all boring.
I don't know. They're working on it with the Chaz, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a mega city. It's more of a commune, but...
Did you see that they buried potted plants and expected it to grow?
Yeah,
What
dude.
the fuck is
You want to talk about just some endless entertainment. Just keep up on whatever the Chaz is doing. Because that shit is out of this world.
Yeah, some warlord took it over. Some SoundCloud user.
Yeah, some SoundCloud rapper. Like, yeah, he's now he basically made himself in charge. They kicked some old dude out for, I don't know, some reason. They literally ran him out of town. Like, that's exactly how it worked. Was it a preacher?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. This
is just Mad Max, but soy.
Yeah.
How do you make Mad Max soy? This is just boring.
Just walk away.
Maybe he's kicking out all the men so he can collect all the women for himself. That's what I would do as a warlord.
That sounds like a good idea. Lenore says it is the term now. It has been declared. I'm assuming that's the Becky. Or the Becky is that is the new term.
Thank you. I made history. I created a term for a female child. How's that?
Yeah. Aaron Kamler says, "Where's Chris Evans when you need him?" I don't know. Where's Chris?
He's trying to get drawn into more books.
He's insane.
Critical Blast says, the app gives me a pretty good face, but it doesn't help my boobs any. I don't think it's supposed to work on boobs. Vix's house sim not buying all the Bisley covers.
I think I did mention that to him, and he goes, "I like you, but I don't like you that much."
Aaron says Detroit is worse than the bad Detroit in RoboCop.
Yep.
They turned Minneapolis into the new Detroit. Like, it's like a spitting image. I mean, you got cars flipped over, graffiti, fires. Lenora wants Summer Glau from Sarah Connor Chronicles. Can I pre-order one of those? That's a good question. That's a good question. Vic agrees. He says yes, Lenore, yes. Microaggression Max. I like that. Oh, Jesus. So, how do you feel about a dramatic reading of SOS?
Sure. What chapter are you reading from?
Do you have a preference?
Probably 4, because I think that's the best chapter in Volume 1.
Probably 4. So then I'm going to do chapter 1.
God damn it!
No, I'll do 4. That's fine. Let's see.
Yeah, that came out really good. Canales kind of designed Abyss the Demon King as kind of like Shredder, but more demonic looking.
Yeah, that is actually here. Let's. %100% Shredder, but more demonic looking. Lenore says it's ma'am for short. Yes, it is. Holy shit. Good work. Microaggression Max.
Yeah, I don't know why Canales doesn't like doing colors. His colors look fine.
Yeah.
Canales' colors are great.
It's the flatting, making the flats. For some reason, it kills my soul. I don't know. It reminds me of what it was like using crayons as a kid or something.
I hear so many colorists say the exact same thing. I swear I just had this conversation with Mike Murphy like last week about colors, and he was like, God, he's like, I don't mind coloring, but flatting just ugh.
Yeah, because I guess all of you guys saw my gray tones, like the thing I do, like giving things volume and shit and all that. That's fine. I like adding like shading and lighting effects and all that. The colors, the flats, nah, it's just not for me. I will hire someone else to do that. Actually.
Well, I mean, that is why that job exists. Why there are flatters out there. Hey, we got Midnight in Exile. Hail says Canales is gay.
You know what? I wish it was gay. I would get laid much more often.
Probably. Buddy Lord says, why does Shredder look like he has a dangling penis? Is that his codpiece? It's just torn fabric, but you see what you want to see, man. You see what you want to see. So, this is from SOS Volume 1, Chapter 4. Hey, Peter, you want to hear my origin story? Oh, boy. Come on. I only told you like 4 times, don't be a dick. Robotic voice. Step away now. You have 5 seconds to comply. Whatever, I didn't want to tell you anyway. There's got to be someone who doesn't know my origin. Are you asleep? Jesus, how'd you get in here? Powers. Want to know how I got him? Yeah, Megas told me. You got him from... Don't spoil it, dick. Okay, it started... Hang on. I need this in order to listen to you. Pulls out a bottle of Wenger's whiskey. Proceed. It happened yesterday. When you got powers yesterday? No, it's just how the story's going to be told. You're a crappy storyteller. Yesterday. Are they big enough on camera? We're live. Whatever. I'll just CG them later. This is Sarah Kendall. The Brooklyn area is still recovering from a series of attacks. Witnesses recount seeing monsters terrorizing civilians at the Atlantic Terminal Mall. The group known as SOS, led by this man, Mega Spawn, is taking care of the so-called monsters in New York. Despite negative public opinion of the group, New York has become much safer in just the last few months. More of these fuckers popping up lately. Wonder why. Don't know. Want to go looting? Sure.
Oh, wow. I predicted the future.
Current events. You have total visionary.
I wrote that in 2015. Holy shit.
Damn, dude. What else are you going to be predicting for us?
Let's see. Aliens invading Times Square. And then a nerd trying to take over the world and ban any sport that requires any getting up to move.
I believe both of those things will come true. 100%. Especially that second one.
Yeah, that's going to be in Volume 3. A nerd steals this powerful weapon. He basically just... You'll see.
Wow. Midnight in Exile says, I happen to know that Canales' butthole is so extruded that it drags behind him like a dune sandworm.
I thought I recognized that voice when I last visited the proctologist.
Did he just predict a new Dune remake?
Going to be an ass? Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Is everybody going to be black in that movie? What's going on with that?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
I'd imagine so.
No, I saw something where they changed one of the characters to I think it was a white dude to a black woman.
No, it used to be Max von Sydow in the first movie version, and of course, since he's a white guy now, he's a black lady.
Oh wow! And it's supposed to be it's directed by the guy who directed Blade Runner 2049, so it's not some soy boy. It's like an actual competent director.
I never saw that.
It's pretty good.
Is it? It just, I'm so sick of all the remakes and rehashes and reboots that most of them I just brush by. Like, somebody has to actually tell me, like, watch this, and then I'll go, okay, and then I'll read the synopsis, and then somebody else has to tell me, hey, you should really watch this. It's pretty good. Then I might actually give it a watch.
Yeah,
but at this point, it's just oversaturated. There's just too much.
Yeah, it was a sequel. Harrison Ford was in the movie for like 15 minutes. I think he just doesn't want to make movies, but he's contracted to be in them.
So he just appears for just
Yeah.
a certain amount of time, and then it's like, okay, I've fulfilled my obligations. I'm going back to my house.
Basically.
At a point, you remember how in Rise of Skywalker he didn't even bother to shave.
Oh wow, I didn't.
He has
Well-
like a 3 o'clock shadow, and his hair is longer than it should have been, because when they killed him in Force Awakens, he had like a moderate length hair, and he wasn't like shaggy and unshaven. He was totally, he couldn't give a fuck about the movie.
Dude, I never thought about that.
I didn't even see the movie, so
That's a good point. I finally watched it because it was free to watch, and I felt like I had to. I wish I didn't, because it's as awful as everybody says.
yeah, my brother and I watched it, and then we had to fast forward, and we basically just knew what the plot was. God damn it! Hang on a second. Can you hear my dog?
Yes.
Fucking hell!
Yeah.
I guess my dramatic reading didn't go over too well. We started just like hemorrhaging viewers. Nobody really seems to give a shit about reading comics on air. I probably could have predicted that, but I wanted to see how it would go.
That's
Maybe
all right.
if you can put those pages in the camera, I will try and make a dramatic reading with my sexy
there we go.
Spanish accent.
That's what we need. Canales audio version. Should make that a stretch goal.
That's not a bad idea.
So let's give it a try. Maybe I'll bring like, I don't know, maybe a couple of dozen women.
I think it works. I think it works better if you have multiple people reading. Like me and Spartan Scotsman did. We tried to do Red Rooster, and the people we were on stream with just kept talking over us. But I felt like we were actually getting somewhere, other than everybody just talking over us, like we weren't doing anything, like we were muted.
I think that's a little too highbrow for CG. I admire you going out on a limb, but sometimes the limb breaks.
Yeah, you're right, man. But you gotta. This is live stream. You gotta take chances.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say that we got two new backers for SOS Onslaught on Indiegogo.
There we go.
Oh shit. Well, let's
Check it out.
slip on over here. I can't wait till I get my second computer screen. No, you lied.
Were you counting from 100?
We already have those two. I must have missed it.
Got my hopes up, you bastard.
Fucking, I know. Fucking, I'm like, damn, man, we've got like.
Got work.
It's 4:30 a.m. here. I don't even know what my last name is.
Just
Everyone
draw
keeps
pages.
calling me Canales. Everyone keeps calling me Canales, so I guess I have to trust them.
Just draw pages for me for free. We'll do it the Nasser way when he tried with Peter Gilmore. We'll just do the whole book, and then we'll get paid if I'm successful. What a retarded,
I'm Spanish. I'm used to that.
what a retarded strategy.
I tried that myself, and I just got laughed at. Like, if you could hang up on somebody in DMs, I'm pretty sure the artist hung up on me.
Like you always pay up front.
Yeah, I know. Like, why would you think it's a 60-page book? It's not like a 22-page floppy.
Yeah, that's a lot of work to put in, and just cross your fingers that you're going to get paid at the end of it. Like your work will sell itself. I think if anybody watched his last campaign, you know that is not the case, because he had a fantastic artist. But
that was not.
That book did not get funded.
Well, the thumbnail he used for it was fucking horrifying. It was this little kid with some giant fat guy behind him. Like, why would I click on that? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's not very good at the whole marketing thing.
I read Brutus. I don't know how much of it he wrote, but it was pretty good. It was definitely written by Nasser, because there was a scene where this robot poisoned a bunch of kids, and I was like, okay, yeah, Nasser wrote that.
He at least wrote that much.
It was pretty good. Maybe he should stop doing horror and like just try science fiction or comedy.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get the physical, but the art is amazing. Donald art looks great. The colors killed it. Uh,
Andrew
yeah,
Huerta did it like a bonus story, right? He did
yeah,
like
that
5
was sick
pages.
too. Oof, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the art I can say top notch. Well, hopefully, when I get the physical, I'll
I
check
was
it out.
gonna read the digital copy when he sent it, but I kept forgetting about it, and I think that's like my subconscious is purposely forgetting about it, so I just end up waiting for the physical copy to show up because I don't really like reading digital,
Yeah,
but
I'm
like
the
I've been
same.
waiting for Brutus for a while, and I really am highly anticipating this book.
And just enjoy the art. Just check out the panels, see what Donald's done, and then when you get the actual book, you can read it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Because it's not like even if I read the digital, I mean, I'd still probably immediately reread the physical copy when I got it because just nothing beats actually holding that book in my hands and touching it and actually getting to absorb all the pages and the art and everything. Hey, we got Dushitu in the chat, all the way from Poland. Hail Comicsgate, hail War Campaign. Says, hail Adam AF, glad you back to streaming. Yes, I am back at it. 2 streams in 1 day, too, man. That's how we come back. I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to come back this weekend or next weekend, but then Chimera here asked if I'd do the closeout stream. I was like, well, if I do the closeout stream, then I've got to open up with the weekend woke-up call. So I guess you can thank Chimera for pulling me back in.
You can thank me by buying the book.
Yes, what a great way to show appreciation. And thank you, Pan. I appreciate you dropping the links in the chat repeatedly. It saves me from having to do it, and I am one lazy motherfucker. So thank you very much.
Okay, so Canales made a verbal agreement. He'll do the book for the next book for free, and we'll hope that the book gets funded. Right?
Did I? I know I know I do a lot of stupid things at 4 a.m. So it will be the first time.
Whatever, I'll just post your DMs and complain on Kiwi Farms. So if it doesn't work out, that's my backup strategy.
Sounds very CG.
Did you guys catch that Nicole something or other? She started doxing all these DMs from a Hollywood writer producer group because she posted that she wanted to hire a black editor for like her next movie or whatever. And people started sounding off like, hey, you should do that, like that's kind of racist of you. And everybody who said something against her, she doxed the DMs and was like, this person's a racist, cancel him, don't ever work with this person.
Is that Ava DuVernay chick?
She was involved a little bit because I guess she retweeted this Nicole girl. Bounding into Comics did an article about it, and they kind of used Ava DuVernay as I think they kind of used her as clickbait because nobody knows who the hell this Nicole person is. So the only way they could get people to actually look at what was going on is if they made sure they included Ava DuVernay in the title, which worked because that's why I clicked on it. And then I found all these tweets and everything from this Nicole chick where she's doxing all these DMs. It's like, you are a terrible, terrible person.
You know, I haven't followed the mainstream.
Nicole French, thank you very much. Buddy Lord's got it.
Oh, I haven't followed the mainstream stuff. What's with all the Me Too accusations in the mainstream? Who's getting accused? Warren Ellis or something?
Oh yeah, he's got some accusations coming his way. They just dropped him from DC Comics' Dark Knight's death metal book that's coming out. I guess he must have just had like a 2-page short story in like some like anthology one shot that they're putting together with Jim Chung, and they pulled that and replaced it with a story by Marguerite Bennett and drawn by Jamal Igle.
Sweet. Sounds awesome. I'll definitely pick that up.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that a declaration? Isn't that an absolute declaration? Come on.
Yeah, it is. I think it says a lot too. Hey, we got Hex Allen Comics in the chat. Hail, thank you for joining us. Dew says I missed the woke up call, but would rewatch. Definitely rewatch. We had some fun. I ended up triggering Sim a couple times unintentionally. I actually figured that I was going to be the most triggered on this morning's show because we talked about the Aunt Jemima bullshit. So you get to hear me rant about that, and then Sim gets triggered about some other shit, and we sell some Outlaw Nights. It was a good time. Buddy says Ava DuVernay or whatever jumped on it and said she was going to be biased too. Yes, yeah, that's what she says. Tell me, is anybody actually going to watch this New Gods movie?
No.
Who the fuck is Ava DuVernay? I don't even know these names.
She was the one who directed Wrinkle in Time.
Oh yeah, with Oprah. Got it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
She's a big SJW awful person. And yeah, she came out and said that she also was only going to be hiring people of color to work on her movies.
So Big Barda is going to be played by Leslie Jones. Is what you're saying?
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah, I fully expect that New Gods is going to be. It's probably going to be all people of color, no white people whatsoever, both in front and behind the camera.
Well, how can you tell Darkseid or Calabac will be black? Because Darkseid basically just looks like a rock face, and Calabac looks like a monster.
See, for some reason I would expect Darkseid to be played by a black man just for like the voice alone.
Yeah, and Calabac was played by the guy who played Worf in the animated series.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
Superman and Justice League.
Mm-hmm. So I would expect that, but are they gonna make, Mr. Miracle and Orion black as well?
Yeah, because Orion is red hair. They have to get rid of all the red hairs.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. They must be replaced. That's right. We don't like gingers anymore. Buddy Lord says people like her stand on the shoulders of creative giants and piss down on their customers.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, very well said, actually. I have to agree. So what else has been going on lately? I mean, other than like the entire world burning.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's only June. We still got 6 more months left.
I know. We still got the election to go through too. Oh boy.
That's
giant, the giant meteor is going to win.
Yeah. You think the SJWs are losing their mind now.
If you think things are bad now, wait until Trump wins the re-election. It's going to be hell on earth.
So what you're saying is next year we're going to get Comicsgate 2.0? That's basically how it started.
Kind of is, actually, isn't it? We do have Trump to blame for a lot of shit. Blame Trump. It's a new hashtag we need to start.
Yeah, but these gross people are... You could already kind of see it happening back in 2014, 2015. He just kind of brought out their craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, I swear, I've said that for a long time, is that when the Democrats lost that election, they also lost their fucking minds. Just straight up.
I still think it's just daddy issues. I'm not going to say it's a left or right thing. I think everybody just has daddy issues, and they see Trump as their father that left them for a pack of cigarettes.
No, I think it's mental illness left unchecked these past decade.
You got a point there, Chimera, because these guys have like this blind faith on authority, and they seem to believe that the narrative that Trump is somehow able to influence everyone. Like, Trump is responsible for whatever someone does in Minneapolis. So I don't know. They see everyone like children, and whoever's in charge as the father figure.
Well, I just remember this video from a while back. This dude basically just told this crazy feminist, he's like, "You have daddy issues," and she went fucking crazy. She goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, "You don't get that triggered unless he's telling the truth."
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about when you get triggered. It's usually because who's ever triggering you is correct.
Yeah, so basically Trump is everyone's dad.
DJ2K Comics says millennials have major daddy issues. I would know. I am one.
Oh yeah, Father's Day is tomorrow.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, everybody.
Yep. What are you getting, Papa Canales, Iba?
Well, I was going to say that I will let him punch me, but I already did that today, so I don't know. I'll have to think of something really quickly.
Punch him where the bruises don't show.
Yeah, we'll buy him a torture manual from the Spanish police, something like that. He'll appreciate it.
Oh, there you go. I gave my dad a hug.
Oh.
That's all I could really afford. Yeah, my father passed a while back. I'm really glad he didn't see, because he was a big fan of Star Trek and Star Wars. I'm really glad he didn't see Rise of Skywalker. I remember I showed him one, like, it was literally just 30 seconds of Last Jedi. It was Luke Skywalker with the nipple monster, whatever.
Oh God, yeah, milking that fucking creature.
Yeah, my dad, I've never seen him with like a look of disgust. It was kind of interesting. And I said, "Oh no, this is the new Star Wars now." And I'm like, he thought it was like a skit from like late night comedy. Like, no, this is a movie. This is a movie. You have to watch it. And he says, "No."
No, I'm not watching that.
I mean, I guess that's what they want. They literally just want to treat Star Wars as parody. I mean, it basically is at this point.
They did try to inject, and I guess that's, my wife brought that up. She was like, it's kind of Disney's thing to like inject this weird like comedy into places that it just doesn't really belong. Like the original Star Trek movies, they had funny moments, but it was, never like actual jokes. Whereas if you watch the Disney trilogy, like, it's constant. Like, they're constantly making like stupid jokes throughout the entire trilogy. Like,
yeah, it's basically,
this isn't a comedy. This is a lot like the Marvel movies. The Marvel movies were fine that way because
it was organic.
It was much more organic.
Like if you watch Iron Man, the first one, it's organic, but then the sequels are terrible because they're like trying to force the comedy.
Yeah,
it's always this
like laugh.
I mean, some of it is good, but like SJWs don't have a sense of humor, so you can't write jokes. That's the problem.
The way I see it, and it's something that I see in a lot of Spanish creators, they just try and pretend they're making a comedy so they can say, "Oh, don't take it too seriously if it's shit." They will have the parody defense. It's a parody. I'm not actually trying to be good.
That's a nice deflection. That's really nice. Well, at least I know SOS is genuinely funny.
Yes, it is.
It's definitely
a funny guy.
Organically funny. You seem like you have a very kind of dry sense of humor, and I like that.
He says thank you.
I was gonna say, did he die? Did he die? Oh, he muted, so he must have had to step away. I was like, damn, I complimented him and I killed him.
Yes.
His biology can't take compliments.
Yeah, we definitely know people like that.
Weakness. I don't know. I guess it's the dog doing its thing again, or his.
Yes, it's eating all his chargers.
I don't know what to do. He never runs out of fucking energy. My kid has no off button. He's Satan. I don't know what to... Okay, he's calm apparently now. He was chewing on my feet, but that's because I was in a chair and I was moving. His vision is based off movement like the T-Rex.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm sitting down on a bed, so he's not eyeing me like a piece of meat.
He's like, I'm going to fuck you up, son. Just you wait. You're not paying half enough attention to me.
I literally take him to dog parks, and like everyone loves him. They're like, "Oh, your dog is so normal." No, he's not. He's a cunt. Look, he's chewing on my fucking rocking chair. Okay, you can't see it, but he's.
So I told you, labs, they will chew everything in sight, especially wood for some reason. Like they love to chew on wood.
Yeah.
All right, hold down the fort for a second. I gotta go refill my drink. Don't get us struck in the meantime.
Oh, I was just about to drop some F-bombs.
Which
I won't
ones?
now. Well,
Fuck or the other F word?
all of them.
Canales, are you still awake?
Barely. What was the question?
Uh,
I wonder if I can trick you into doing stuff for free now that you're in a sleepy state. So
You can, but be warned that I will wake up in the morning, remember everything that I did, be tormented by, and try to hand down and mutilate. Let you know it. Please continue.
Yeah, you usually come to America like once a year. Are you coming in August or something?
I don't think so. I'm just going to say that I hope there's still in America to go to, but I don't think our borders will be open and our travel system will be that apt to it. So I guess I'll have to wait until 2021. Why is that?
No, I just know that you visit like America every August or so. Are you still in lockdown?
Not anymore, but we're still being forced to obey nonsensical rules. Like we can gather at a local deck at a pub, but we can gather at our own homes for some reason.
Sweet. So you can go to a pub, but you can't go home.
Praying is that to me because I can understand it.
I think it's kind of funny. Like I live in the communist state of Illinois, and the governor has decided that no one is free to do anything. But the county that I live in actually voted to defy the governor's orders and said that no, we're going to do what we feel is appropriate. Like they finally. In Illinois, you can finally go out to eat if the establishment has an outside patio, and then you can eat outside. Well, here in this county, I can actually go into my local Texas Roadhouse and sit down inside and have a nice dinner. And I got to say, it's almost better since all of this started because... One, you've got people that are still like afraid to even like leave their homes, so it's not overly crowded. And two, they basically have like every other table set up for you to sit at. So even when the restaurant is at full capacity, it's only at like half capacity, and you're not like stuck up against some like loud obnoxious family while you're trying to enjoy your meal because there's basically a booth in between everybody. So there's a nice I don't think it might be 6 feet, probably more like 5 feet buffer zone between you and every other patron in there. So it's a really wonderful, relaxing dining experience that they've created.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Everyone is partying around here. So I guess beer virus just gives you the insane urge to get drunk and fucked up.
What else you got to do?
Just like Ebola, gave you the sudden urge to get on an airplane. for whatever reason. Fucking hell.
That's just science.
Well, what I thought, I brought this up today. I thought this was really weird. You know, of all the essential businesses that were allowed to stay open, and then the other businesses that were deemed non-essential, the DMV was deemed non-essential and closed for like a month and a half. But the local pawn shop was deemed essential and stayed open. Now, could anybody make any kind of sense out of that to me?
Fuck the DMV. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, yeah, the DMV is awful and should probably just be shut down. Actually, when Trump shut the government down, I said, "Why did you not shut the DMVs down?" The post office too. There's 2 government facilities that have the worst customer service, and it's just the worst time to go into for any reason. It's the post office and the DMV. So people absolutely hate their jobs. They want nothing to do with you. They just want you out of their hair.
Canales knows all about bureaucracy.
Oh yeah, no. Our second name, everyone's second name in Spain is bureaucracy. I'll just say that my mom has been in line waiting for pain relieving back surgery for 4 years now. How's that?
Damn.
Is that the socialist health care, or is that just?
It's free.
Oh,
No, yeah, that's socialist healthcare for you.
sweet.
It's free. Thing is, they never tell you when it's going to be your turn. You don't get to choose.
So you're essentially wait in an infinite line that shows no signs of relief. That sounds terrible.
I like to think, yeah, no, it is. I like to think this has been just a special occasion. It's not an everyday occurrence. Just because my mom's doctor suddenly decided to retire without telling anyone. So when her turn came like a couple of years ago, she was like, "Hey, where's my doctor?" And everyone's like, "We don't know. He just disappeared." And they made some calls, and they discovered that he just decided to retire. So it's back to the line for her.
Literally just hangs up his hat and says, "I'm done."
Yeah, because he's a state worker. I mean, you can fire him.
Wow.
Something to look forward to for the future. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, because I think families in your country look up to that kind of system, right? The wonderful healthcare systems that we have in Europe.
I think they definitely do.
This is all because of those damn hippies from the 60s.
They became
absolutely.
Professors.
Absolutely. The other day, I saw a video on YouTube about this movie Maniac, the first version that they made in 1981. And it's about a serial killer. He kills women and shit. And feminists went to protest. They said it was misogynistic, and the director was like, "Bitch, it's called Maniac." I'm straight up saying that a man who kills women is a maniac. What fucking do you not understand about it? This shit was already like this like 40 years ago.
Nice dead air. Excellent.
It's terrifying. I know. I just gave you all a definition on how long this has been going.
Anytime I'm muted, it's because he's chewing on my arm.
I figured so.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, I can't help with that air. It just, it attracts me. I just wanted to keep going and going and going until somebody finally breaks.
Ace just basks in it. He's just like, yes.
The longer this goes. Makes for awful YouTube, but it does make me smile. So. That's how
I
it
figured
goes.
out why this dog was $100. Now I know why.
Oh yes. First of all, you
give them back.
You should never pay money for a mutt. If it's not a purebred whatever, then it should be free.
Well, his name used to be Loki at the shelter, and now I know why.
Oh, yeah.
That should have been the giveaway. I would have been like, nope, not him. You have like a Steve?
No.
Give me what? Show me your Steves.
Yes.
What do you have in that? What do you have in that department?
Something Steve or Rogers, either one.
I'm sorry, we're out of Steves. We only have Jack the Rippers and Hitlers.
Yes. Only Satans and Lokis.
I'll come back later.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Well, they only had pit bulls and other shit, and I don't want to die. So
yeah,
pit bulls are actually great dogs, man. It's only if you train them to be killers that they're bad.
Yeah, but you kind of have to train them to be killers once you get them. So
you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's the rules.
No, what?
Yeah, that's how that's how I grew up. That's what they always told me. Those are the rules when I have a pit bull.
Fucking Puerto Rico, man.
Yeah.
DJ2K says, socialist medicine sounds like a horror short story.
Yes.
Hey, look, there's Chris Evans. Hey, Kino Subway. What's up, man? We were wondering where the hell you were at.
Canales, you still awake?
I'm trying to.
Oh, okay.
You have 5 more minutes to say something funny. Go.
Well, it was nice having you on, Canales.
Mark Wade is a nice guy.
It's funny in a dark, tragic way, like a legless dog.
Dan Slott finally unblocked me, so now I'll buy all his comics.
Man, I've been blocked by him for
3 years.
Fuck. Yeah, a long ass time.
Yep.
You say that this is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to be blocked with those assholes. You don't have to see what they say.
I enjoy being blocked by egomaniac comic book pros.
Just imagine if you had to read what they say.
Yeah, I'm better. Ignorance is bliss, Canales.
Sometimes I still have to read the shit that Stephen King tweets because someone retweets it. It's really annoying. For someone like myself who's been a Stephen King fan since I was in like middle school, junior high, I just don't really like that man. Yep. Nope. Same here. He was like a father figure for me growing up as an amateur writer and artist, and turns out he's a retard. Can I say retard on the live stream? Did I get you in the money? That's because
no, I don't think that'll get it.
Okay.
Preston Acevedo, the first time I had him on, he said it repeatedly, and I was like, dude, stop. But it never got taken down, so.
Okay.
I mean, shit, I've had multiple live streams where somebody gets drunk and drops an F-bomb, and the stream doesn't get struck, so.
Oh, yeah, Sweens. I think Sweens said the other F word.
Yep. Sweens is pretty notorious for it. He likes to just like get going on a rant, and he just starts dropping them like bombs, and it's like, dude.
Yeah, some of the best streams are the ones that have like less than 100 views, because you can get away with anything because no one's going to report.
That's true. Yeah, DJ2K says pit bulls are great, just 99% of owners are shitty. I have to agree 100% with that. I
take him to dog parks. He's 100% chill. I caught him following a family one time, and it was like, you motherfucker. He's like, adopt me. Like, I saved you.
See, that's what he just wants a family. He just wants, kids to play with.
He knew what he was getting into. I'm a single white weirdo.
Did he really know that? Did he know that going into it? When you were like, hey, buddy, I'm going to bring you home. Do you think he was looking at you going, fuck?
Well, I was actually with my family when I got him because Yeah, they live 250 miles away in Monette, Missouri, and so I found him at a kennel. And at first he was chill, and then when now we're at my apartment. Now he's a cunt.
That's funny.
I'm basically rubbing his belly right now, and it seems to be his kryptonite. He's no longer trying to kill me.
Oh yeah, man. That is a dog's kryptonite. Belly or that chest area right between their front legs. That usually gets big dogs.
Yeah.
So if you're over in Missouri, we must live pretty close to each other then, brother.
I'm in Kansas, but I was just visiting family in Missouri.
Oh, okay. Well, we're still not too far off then. Missouri's
Yeah,
not that big of a state.
I had to get down to Kansas City. I moved here about 3 years ago.
Got some good barbecue over there.
They do, and actually, some people are fleeing Texas to Kansas. Oddly enough, I don't know why.
Dude, I have seen a wicked insurgence of Texas license plates around St. Louis lately.
Must be Austin, Texas.
It must be because St. Louis is not that great.
Fucking Tim Doyle trying to rape their dogs. Maybe they just want to flee.
Get away from the dog rapist.
What a weirdo. That guy was actually my first block. Other than Dan Slott, he was my first block back in 2018.
Yep.
See, I don't even know.
I'm gonna drop now if that's okay because it's 5 a.m. and I can barely see. It's been great. Yeah, stay up. Oh, yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you again soon, I hope.
See you.
All right, Canales. Stay up, brother. Man, I don't even know who my first block was because a lot of these people block you without any kind of interaction.
Yeah, a lot of block chains and stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't even talking to him. I clearly remember the context. I was trolling them, saying that there was a BuzzFeed piss tape of diversity in comics, and I was talking to someone else, and he was in the thread, and he blocked me. I'm like, what the fuck?
And you mentioned D&C. That's all it took. Like, oh my god, this guy knows who Zach is. I gotta block him.
Zach. Speaking of Zach, what do you think of his new book?
I still haven't looked at it.
I wouldn't mind if it was in color because Kelsey's stuff looks better in color than
like I just think, all these self-insert books, I don't know.
I don't mind the premise. It's kind of funny and escape lunatic. Like, I think that's okay, but like $15 for a floppy, I would pay $10 maybe, but not 15. And it would have to be in color.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out. Honestly, like, so many campaigns drop these days, or if somebody doesn't like directly DM me about it, I don't notice it. Because I mean, there's just so many that are dropping now.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those people who has time to keep up with like all the YouTube streams and everything. Like, I can't remember the last time I watched a Zach video.
Yeah, I mean, the DC reviews can get kind of repetitive, but
I liked his Dark Knight. Yeah, his latest one I watched was the Dark Knight's Metal one. I read that actually; it was pretty good. Even though Scott Snyder is kind of a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Snyder. He's not Jeff Johns. DC needs to stop treating him like he is.
He's like a discount Jeff Johns, but
that's what he is. Like he tries to do these grand sweeping epics like Blackest Night, but they're all mid. Like, seeing him just fail at all these big crossovers. Find somebody else.
I mean, I'll say this: it's not easy to be a Jeff Johns. That dude, he's so steeped in the fandom and the lore of DC Comics that he has such love for all of these characters that most people have either never heard of or have forgotten about, but he's able to reinvigorate them and bring life to like Black Hand. I mean, in the heroes too. I mean, he revitalized Hal Jordan and brought back Barry Allen and, made
Yeah,
all
man.
these
His Aquaman
superheroes.
run is incredible.
Yeah, that's another good one.
It wasn't long enough, but it was really good.
Yeah, and then I think Cullen Bunn took it over after him, and it was just
Oh
like,
no, Jeff Parker took over. He was
oh,
really good
Jeff,
too.
that's right, Jeff.
But
That one
then,
actually, his wasn't
yeah.
too bad.
No, it was more like personal stories. It's like it wasn't as big in scope, but they were really well written, like personal issues, like Aquaman going to like his high school reunion. Just little kind of funny stuff that are actually really well written, like one shots and stuff like that. But yeah, then they cut his legs off and gave it to Colin Bunn because they needed to launch. I think it was Rebirth or something. It just all went to hell.
For the most part, Rebirth has been good because they got rid of Soy Lobo. Superman is whatever now. I didn't really like the new 52 Red Hood and the Outlaws. I like that Rebirth one better. So for the most part, Rebirth has been okay.
Rebirth started out good, but
Yeah.
it didn't. It quickly just reverted back to exactly what made the new 52 so stale.
Mm-hmm. That's Dan Didio for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got fired. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep. And somehow Jim Lee still has a job, even though I don't know anything he actually does as far as actual work for DC Comics.
He auctions stuff. That's his job.
Like,
Yeah, I don't really know what he does.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we have Jim Lee because he's contractually obligated to have a position at DC Comics. That's what I think it is. Like, I think from the sale he did.
With Wildstorm.
Yeah, I think that's what it is because he does nothing for them. Like,
yeah.
No, the last thing, I mean, he does covers sometimes. He did the redesign of all the Justice League characters for the new 52, which were honestly awful.
Yep.
I fucking hated those designs. They just looked like shit. They all look the same basically, just different color armor on the different characters.
Didn't Superman wasn't he wearing pants or some shit? He was wearing farm pants. Am I remember that correctly?
That was the Action Comics run with Grant Morrison where he just had on jeans and a Superman t-shirt.
Jeez. I guess they think the just can sell itself. Like, oh, it's Superman, just buy it.
I think so. I mean, honestly, like I did like Grant Morrison's run. That Action Comics run was actually really good, but the whole design where he's like a young man and he doesn't have the suit or anything yet, and he's just wearing just jeans and a t-shirt with work boots was like, I think you dumbed it down a little too much.
What's the deal with Rebirth Superman? Is he like a different Superman from another universe or something? My brother tried to explain it to me, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
good luck with that.
I was going to say, from my understanding of it, was that he was created by Dr. Manhattan as a placeholder, essentially. Like Manhattan, he wanted to recreate Superman, but he wasn't able to do it successfully because, like, the new 52 Superman was like, he was really kind of douchey and kind of off-putting. But then in Rebirth, the actual Superman came back. Like if you read, oh shit, what was that? It was Peter Tomasi actually was the one who wrote it. It was like the final days of Superman. It's a pretty decent trade paperback that kind of that shows the Superman that we all know and love coming back and seeing that there's this other Superman like running around trying to be Superman but kind of failing, and then he's all kinds of fucked up because of all the shit that he went through in the New 52. Like he's essentially like dying, and he turns into dust, and then the original Superman like absorbs him, and then just kind of goes back to doing what he was doing before the New 52. It's weird as shit, man. Everything, the New 52 just started going off the rails, and they tried to put the train back on the tracks as best as possible, and it's just really, really out there. Like, you're like, they're trying to connect dots that aren't really connectable. Like, you're like, okay, I guess that works. No, yeah, whatever. It's comics.
So when I was reading Deathstroke when it was about to end, when Christopher Priest, I guess, was going to Dynamite or something, basically Deathstroke fought an alternate universe version of himself. And it's just like, what the fuck? They always do this alternate universe. I'm so sick of it. And that's basically how they ended the series. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of like go-to, honestly. Like, we don't know what to do. Alternate universe.
You know, I wouldn't mind if DC did like a thing Marvel did with the Ultimate Universe. If they did that, like it's an easier way to introduce the characters to like a new audience, but with a different continuity.
Well, that's what they should have done with the New 52.
Yeah,
like they should have kept the original continuity the way it was, and then split the New 52 off into, an Ultimate Universe in a sense, where everybody kind of, it's the same characters that you know and love, but it brings them back more to square one, so new people can jump in, or people who just love the characters can jump in and enjoy it. But instead, they decided that they were going to make it the new continuity, and it didn't work at all. And so they were like, okay, how do we fix this? Oh, Rebirth.
Yeah, my LCS called me up and like, oh yeah, we're open again. He's like, oh yeah, and you ordered Red Hood, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I quit reading after like 33, and now I have like 10 Red Hood issues to pick up. I'm literally just collecting it just to collect it. I don't even read it anymore.
Dude, that's exactly where I got to, and that's why I just stopped. I realized that like I had all these comics that were just piling up that I wasn't reading, and I finally just went into my LCS and was like, all right, I'm done. just cancel the pull list. And I mean, they look to be like dumbfounded, like, what? Like, I'm done. I'm not even reading these books that I'm buying anymore. Just stop pulling them for me. I'll come in and buy trades when I feel like it.
Yeah, they're pretty blue-pilled, my LCS. And I basically just buy Conan trades and some Deadpool stuff by Joe Kelly. That's about it.
Yeah, good old Deadpool.
Like, I just don't give a shit anymore. Like, it's so weird. Like, they don't even understand. Like, how you basically, the industry almost died just because you were shut down for a few months. Like, that's not a sign of a healthy industry.
Right, yeah.
Because, like, McDonald's is still open because they have burgers to sell to fat people. Like, that's a healthy industry. Well, metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically healthy.
It's a metaphor. Yeah, like comics, like, this is not healthy at all. You guys almost died. Oh, and a bunch of the people in comics are either rapists or they're idiots or both.
Basically, everybody who works in the mainstream industry are terrible people.
Yep, even those who got kicked out of the mainstream industry appear to be awful people too.
Well, sometimes you have to wonder why certain people got kicked out of the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I don't know. I feel like that's a topic for a whole nother discussion. I'm gonna have to wrap this up and get off of here. Finish up this closing ceremony. SOS Onslaught still has 4 hours to go. sitting at 102 backers with 35.48. What did you raise on the first campaign?
I hit almost $2,000 in the first 2 months, and then I hit 2,900 after when I closed it, and that was after 6 months. So I did way better on this one.
Nice. So yeah, you
Like,
had a nice.
I'd expect you to do even more once you start shipping these out.
Probably.
There's been we've seen a change. There's a lot more people coming kind of late to the party, and when they see like people getting books and they see like the good reviews, like the numbers just start to go up and up. Like the Diaz brothers have had that.
Yeah, with
Several
Magic
other
Cop,
people.
they started doing gangbusters once they went in
Yeah, man.
demand and started shipping those books out.
And I can honestly say, like, SOS was a great read.
Oh, thanks.
It reminded me of, you mentioned Ghostbusters, like a twisted kind of version of that.
Yeah.
It had great humor, lots of action. I think it's some of Canales' best work,
Yep.
and I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the second. And if anybody out there, give it a look. Like, did you review the first one, Adam?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did reviews you can use and pointed people to this campaign because they could still get volume 1 with this book as well and get yourself all nice and caught up for a great price too. What, $35 bucks, right?
For both books.
So yeah, $35 get you
Can't
caught
beat
up.
that.
Yeah, you really can't beat that.
Check out the reviews and really give it a shot. Like, if you've experienced your wallet's a little thicker these days because you stopped backing certain books, feel free to give SOS a shot. It's more than worth the money.
Absolutely. Awesome. Hail Rosetta, thank you for dropping by.
Yeah.
We are cutting out, wrapping this closing ceremony up. But yes, go check out SOS Onslaught. You can get volume 1, which I have right here. This main Chimera delivers a great product, excellent print quality, excellent artwork, excellent story. Just literally one of the best CG books that I have received thus far, as far as pure entertainment goes. Absolutely loved it. Can't wait to get my hands on this book, and definitely can't wait for volume 2, man.
Yes, we're launching August 30th for the volume 2 campaign, and I got a bit of a head start. So,
very cool.
Yep, we're gonna do bookmarks, exclusive trading card if you sign up for the newsletter, and probably prints.
Sweet.
Oh, here's Zaid Comics in the house.
Yeah, we got Phil Diaz. Hail Zaid Comics. He says, congrats, Chimera.
Thanks.
Gotta love the fashionably late. Rosetta Allen says, I was on stream effing shit up. Sorry I missed it. Well, catch the replay. We had a good time. We had Canales here a little bit earlier. We joked, we laughed, we cried. We sold a couple books too.
Yes.
So 4 hours before this goes in demand. Let's push this out there.
Yes.
Share the stream. Share the link.
Share on Twitter.
Yes.
Spam it.
Spam it on all your socials. If you've got Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, show all your followers this awesome project, and let's raise some more money for this fine gentleman we know as Chimera.
Thank you. Yeah, I should have the proof copy by next week, but I revised it, so it'll be like the first draft of the proof copy.
Hey, Sim did the same thing. Sim got a proof copy for Blood Hunt and did some changes, some tweaks, and sent it back, and he's getting the second one, I think, this week. Oh. So that'll be right on its way if you back that book. But we're talking about Onslaught. That is the one we want to push. Push out Onslaught. Show everybody. I guarantee if you have not gotten volume 1, pick up that feature tier and get yourself volume 1 with the Kim Jacinto cover. It's amazing. You'll love it. You'll laugh. I guarantee it. You have my personal guarantee.
Yes.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Thank you, guys. Chimera, Ace, for joining me. It's been a blast.
No problem.
Hail the chat. Thank you guys all for coming in. Hail Pan for dropping links. I appreciate that so very much. And hail to everybody else for hanging out with us. We will see you next time.
See ya.
Peace.